Welcome back to tacosofgeeks.com. Justin here, and today we have more comic book reviews. Sorry for the little hiatus, but been busy working on other projects. So back here with more comic book reviews. Today we're reviewing Robin and Batman #1. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. The legendary story of Batman and Robin has reached nearly mythic proportions. The crime-fighting dynamic duo, always one step ahead of the criminals they pursue and never meeting a case too big. This isn't that story. This is the story of a young Dick Grayson, newly orphaned and struggling to find his way in a strange, difficult, dark new world. This is the story of Robin and Batman. And I have to give an applause. When I hit that applause, you know I absolutely love the story, and I absolutely love this story. Once again, I know I sound repetitive in my reviews sometimes, but this is another character study, character driven comic book, and I love it. I love the fact, and I'm a huge Robin fan, so anything Robin, I'm usually going to pick it up and just give it at least one read. And this is a great way of kind of retelling the story of young Dick Grayson's beginnings. His parents died. He is still haunted by that, by the way. He says like he's basically throwing himself into this criminal underworld training with Batman, and it kind of helps him, as he calls them, keep the ghosts away. And I love the fact that he's still haunted by that day. He really is basically Bruce. And once again, Batman is an asshole. I mean, Bruce Wayne. I mean, Leslie needs to do some work on Bruce Wayne. The man's a complete psychopath. He is a complete asshole in this, and I get the tough love that he's trying to give Robin. And he says a line that really stuck with me is that in this panel right here, where he's having this debate with Alfred, where he's telling Alfred that Dick is not. He can't be a child if he's going to do this. He has to become more than a child. He has to become something much more. And I took that and I was just like, you know what? He's absolutely right. But sometimes Bruce's methods is just really just like, bro, can you be at least a little bit more compassionate? I mean, the kid just lost he lost his parents. You of all people should be able to relate to this. But as far as the art style goes, I really love this art style as well. It's a nice kind of. I think it looks like a painting. It really does look like each panel is just really nicely painted. It looks like a painting coming to life. The action for what it was is really good as well. But this is more focused on the development of young Dick Grayson coming in as Robin. So of course he's making mistakes. Bruce is getting pissed off, and you get to see the psychology and psyche of what is going on with this child who chose to be thrust into this training with Bruce, and Bruce not kind of realizing that this is a child. So that's really nice, the dynamic. And of course, Alfred always being the voice of reason, and I like the conflict between Dick and Bruce in this, and it's just a phenomenal book. I highly recommend this. I'm going to give this a must read. This is off to a really good start, a really great character study on young Dick Grayson. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I can't wait for issue #2. I enjoyed this. DC did the thing on this one. The art style is great. The story is great. This is really dynamic, really captures Batman. And you do see glimpses that he really does care, and he does have this fear of bringing a dead child home. But Alfred kind of puts Bruce in his place. It's like, you don't see him as a child. You see him as a soldier. So that's something I want to see more explored, more of how Bruce is dealing with, having someone who just basically went through the same tragedy as him, and what does that do to his psyche. So overall, definitely pick this one up. This is Justin from mythic.com. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. You can also catch us on various social media channels: Instagram at Tacos of Geeks, twitch.tv/Geeks, Facebook.com/the blog. You can give us a like there. And of course, Twitter at Tacos Geeks. And more importantly, visit thetacosgeeks.com for more reviews, news, and interviews. I'll catch you on the next one later days.